You know, something I thought about, Ali, we've been talking for almost 2.5, 3 years now about purposeful living and how to live with more purpose and just get purpose in your life and just start living that inspired life. And I felt kind of bad the other day. I feel like
Oh yeah.
yeah, because we're talking to a group of people that's driven and motivated and wants more out of life. I felt like maybe we were missing talking to the average Joe. Like
Okay.
maybe we needed to give average Joe some love and just like recognize why it's awesome just to be average Joe and not want purpose in your life and not want more.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because they're out there too, and they need a podcast. So this episode we want to dedicate to our average Joe and, to be politically correct, average Jane if she's out there.
Average Joe and Jane, episode 135. 5 reasons being average is awesome.
Awesome, bro. Not just like fun, but like awesome. 5 reasons being average is awesome. Ollie, if you don't mind, I'm gonna start you off with number one here.
All right, let's hear it. Tell me it.
Here's one of the 5 reasons. They're not in order, they're just 5 reasons. I think it's awesome to be average because you'll never have to worry about standing out in a crowd because you're simply just gonna fit in with everybody else.
Okay. Yeah. You don't have to worry about any of the pressure of
No,
standing out.
no, you just buy the same clothes everybody else wears, so you just fit in exactly. You do no more or no less than average. You just blend in. And think about how awesome that is to go through life just as part of the flock, never actually standing up or out for anything.
Not too bad, man. You never have to worry. No fear, no pressure. Sounds pretty comfortable. Sounds pretty
No
comfy.
judgment, because who could
No
judge you?
judgment.
Because they're all doing the exact same thing.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so I thought that would be a good one there. I just blend into the crowd. You're kind of like the amoeba, right? You just flow into the crowd, you're in and out, and nobody expects much. So can you imagine all the free time you'd have in your day if you just wanted to blend in all the time and didn't want anything unique for yourself?
That's a lot of free time, I would assume.
Well, I don't know. Let's see. What do you think? What about number two, Ollie? What do you think they could maybe do with some of this free time, or maybe you can create more free time? Shit, I don't know. What are they gonna do?
So another reason, second reason why being average is awesome is because you can do the bare minimum in all things, in your work life, with your friends, with your family, because no one is going to believe they can depend on you or really expect much from you. So therefore, you can just get away with doing the bare minimum in all things. What do you think of that one?
You mean you don't have to like bring your wife or significant others roses on anniversaries or important days? Go the extra mile to show people you care. Be nice at the grocery store.
Oh, no one's really going to expect you to do much. So you can just kind of not have much responsibility at all.
So you don't get called by your friends to see if you can help move them when they move a couple blocks down to St. Pete because they know you're not going to show up anyhow. Think about that. No one would ever call you to ask you to help move them.
Pretty nice.
Dude,
Pretty nice.
I'm telling you, I think we may have had this wrong. I think purposeful living is kind of cool and it's fun to talk about, but man, average Joe. Here's the one I like, dude. Think about this, Ollie. So I blend into my crowd. Nobody calls me for shit because I never show up. I'm not reliable, which leads me to another reason. I can watch all the television, surf the internet, and feel good about wasting my whole day doing absolutely nothing productive. I feel good about that.
Dang.
Do you know how much
And
binge watching I could get in?
every series you could ever imagine.
All of them, dude. I could know all of them, but I'd have nobody to talk to about it because I'd just be sitting in my house watching TV all day.
Yeah. I mean, you may have people exactly like you, part of your flock, that you can talk to about it.
My average Joe circle of 5.
Average Joes and Janes.
And Janes, yes, I don't want to leave her out either. So average Joes and Janes binge watching Netflix and everything else electronic
Daily.
daily, dude. At what point will they never get bored? Because they're average,
No,
right? I guess they
you
sleep.
can, dude, you can infinite scroll social media. Infinity scroll. You can just all day. You don't have to worry about your time. You know that little your activity like on the Instagram app that tells you how long on there? Dude, you could run that thing up 8 hours a day if you wanted to. You don't even got to worry about that.
Just think, if you weren't so content being average, you could maybe create a whole new social media. But since you have no drive and all you want to do is just sit and do nothing, you just scroll other people's stuff while they create.
Yeah. No, average Joes and Janes aren't going to create new social media, man. We could scroll it all day.
Scroll away.
So I got another one for you, Jerrod.
I love it. Let's hear it.
Reason number 4 being average is awesome is you will be able to tell all the dreamers, the goal setters, and the doers of deeds all the ways that they could be better from the comfort of your own couch.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you can shit talk behind a keyboard, sitting on the couch, eating your bonbons and potato chips, any snack you want. And you can talk shit to professional athletes, to people doing something with their lives, unlimited shit talking.
And you could probably do it in the comfort of sweatpants so you don't even know that your pants are getting tighter.
100%. Elastic waistband all the way.
Oh, man. You mean to tell me I could just sit back and tell all you fools how to do stuff better and I don't have to do anything myself?
And guess what? You don't even have to have any level of expertise to judge these people. None at all.
I don't even need to know what I'm doing to tell you you're doing it wrong. Man.
Nope.
Average Joe and Jane, you got the life.
Pretty awesome reasons, man. Pretty awesome reasons to be average.
Well, I got one final one for you, Ali, and I like this one because as purpose-driven people, we understand the value of our time. And I give you time, you give me time. That's a transaction. It has to be beneficial for both of us. So I like this one here is if you're average Joe and Jane, and why it's so awesome is your funeral's not going to take very long because no one's going to be there to hear about all the things you could have or would have done if only you hadn't wanted to be average your whole damn life.
Nobody likes a long funeral.
This is going to be short. Average Joe and Jane took care of that for you because they didn't do nothing. So there ain't going to be no big parade of cars coming in, no big reception afterwards, nothing celebrating the books you wrote, the music you created, the art, the relationships you had, the people you influenced. None of that. It's just
it'll just be a couple average Joes and Janes there, maybe though, because you can't really rely on them. So who knows if anyone really shows up? So yeah, it'll be a short one.
And there might even be some average family members that are critiquing the meat and cheese tray that you got for your funeral service. So see about that? So the average Joe saves all of us a lot of time because the funerals are nice and short.
More time to binge watch TV and surf the internet.
And create more averageness. So now, Ali, what do you think we should say to all of our on purpose community that's listening to this and go, wait a second, I don't want none of that. That's not what I want.
I would say that now you have had the 5 top reasons being average is awesome laid out. So if to you that does not sound awesome, then you keep living with purpose. You keep growing your freedom by being disciplined, and you continue to live that path with passion. And you start, go back to the beginning of the show and take a look at your circle. And is your circle the dreamers, the doers, the goal chasers, or is your circle a bunch of average Joes and Janes that are content to
to not have drive, not move forward, and more importantly, telling you why you can't do the things you want to do. Right? That the crazy thing about average Joe and James is that shit's contagious. Right? I wish we had a vaccine to prevent people from wanting to be average. Right? It makes people give up on dreams and hopes because they start listening to everybody else that tells them they can or cannot do it. And the truth is, it's all up to you.